inside, I think we could use it. Worst case scenario, later on, we come and take it.
Better that the strength of Grelanta be with Altagar than with Grelanta. That is the most positive thing I can think of about that club.
I definitely agree with that logic. The question is, how do we get the strength of Grelantar into Altagar? We might need that wizard to tell us. Or Oberon.
I'm going to have to spend some time trying to learn a new spell, so that I may come to the truth of things on my own. Basically, Lowkirk, when he levels, he's going to take Legend Lore.
Nice.
All right.
He's already seen. He's already seen like Legend Lore allowing Ukher to bond with Jotungraner. Like
Legend Lore your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend Lore your pops.
Yeah. Basically, Lowkirk will become quest giver with his Legend Lores.
Yes.
Right.
Our party's got its own quest giver. Self. Go over there for treasure.
Marty, there is
where did the treasure come from?
There is one thing Lemmy actually wants to do now.
Just one thing.
No. So in the trading area, you know where they're doing trading with the like the friendship stone and all that shit. I'd like to take a day, maybe two. It would be out of my time, and start building homes like stone.
Downtime.
Wants to make a town.
Got it. So help with the construction of buildings. Cool.
Yeah.
Add that to the downtime sheet.
Done.
So, I think we need our paladin to.
Stop pissing.
How are we going to arrive in Vosnsaga?
Well, it depends if we want to force the king hand or no.
We need to go and see the king.
If we want to
flying there, or are we just teleporting there?
No, we should fly.
If we fly there, then we force king's hand. If we teleport, then the king can be sneaky king.
No, we should fly there.
Okay.
We left with a ship, we arrived with a ship.
Alright then. Okay, you're bringing the corpse of the Icelannorm. That evening, when you're evening in Dvergholme, there's a cutscene that you guys don't see. As the body of the Icelannorm is laying next to the lake, next to the big dragon-headed boat.
Fuck my life.
And coming out of the lake...
Ukher has brought us some gifts,
says the
Fuck
mother
you,
of monsters.
Ukher. Fuck you, Ukher.
Who is a good provider?
As the mother of monsters goes in the dark sky of a new moon, I think it's near the first, she goes up to the boat. She glances at the boat as it's a curiosity. These are things that these will be the toy things of her children someday.
This is another Lenom. My child grows strong in my belly. We shall feast upon its flesh, drink its blood, and I shall mix it with the milk that I give you. And unto ice you shall be immune.
Fuck you, Ukher.
Take unto it just enough. Just enough. There are more Lenoms left, my little herolings, my little sire. Bring one of each to me. Send their souls to the afterlife, so that the end bells will toll at the fall of the Lenore.
Wait a second, I thought we were supposed to be stopping the end times with all this Lenore stuff.
And that was the mother of monsters soliloquying to herself in the new moon as she accepts the prize of more Lenorm bits from the fallen Lenorm. So far you've killed 2 Lenorms, like 2 types of Lenorms, Tarn Lenorms, Thargloasa and her children, and then the chump Dvergholme, the Ice Lenorm.
Dvergholme!
Died in 2 rounds.
He went rah, and then he died.
And there are still other Lenorms out there. Other Lenorms that she wants to make a very potent baby's milk for her new unborn child.
So
And
we're
I've
ready
been
to go to
saying,
the
fuck
swamp,
you,
boys?
Ukher. Yeah.
Swamp boys!
And this episode is called Ukher Ruins Everything.
And since Oberon hasn't been traveling in the party for a long time, your detect scrying hasn't been up.
Yep.
There is another... As you're preparing to go towards the king, there is another scene of a woman with a shadow of tentacles entering into a bedchamber of a high king and whispering into his ear about the price of the death of princes.
I think your woman's cheating on you, Ukher.
I don't know. I think we're gonna have some... It's gonna be kill the Norms! Kill all the Lenorms! Come on. I'm ready for this. Cheer up,
we
guys.
can just say, you are gonna do this. Like, oh, go fuck yourself, kid. We're taking your boat. We're taking your kingdom.
And you already lost one kid. You want to try for 2?
And she's on your side.
Yep, she's helping. She's helping.
Oh, this is fun.
Come on, guys, this is great. Why is everybody looking at me funny? What do you mean? This is awesome.
The party gets up in the morning. They seem to be high spirits. They've got a plan. They're going to go and face up to their mistake, or the treachery of Remine. They've decided that truth will be their shield because they are Aegis. They load this huge Lenorm corpse. They don't notice a liter of blood missing from the corpse. They have got no idea. As they load, as they load the Lenorm corpse onto the flying dragon boat. Yep.
Do I smell anything?
Oh shit. Sure, give me a survival check. Just see if you catch a whiff.
Smells like
Team Spirit? That's not Team Spirit.
Team spirit. Stupid baby in the pool.
35.
Yeah, you caught a whiff.
I don't tell anyone.
Ukher seems to be smiling to himself that morning. It might be because he's playing with a dragon corpse, but he's loading it up onto the boat. Oberon is there. He comes down from the hill along Dvergholme, and you can see your followers and the giants are helping pack everything up into the boat.
we're leaving the other dragon, the snake thing, whatever the fuck.
Leviathan.
I think you've left corpses all over the place. I think Thargloasa's children's corpses are in Acropolis, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leaving bodies all over.
Just we take the big
Future archaeologists. Corpses everywhere. Why? Why are they here?
How did the skeleton of this giant snake end up in the Tatooine desert?
It's going to end up being that, like, a millennia later, they're going to be going, this must be the natural habitat of this type of dragon, but it seems so weird.
Right. Why is it here? Why?
I don't understand. The sea serpent. We found the sea serpent in this mountain with all these dwarven things. It must have been submerged by water. Yes. The only
The
explanation.
heroes load up onto the boat. Lokrik notices something. Remember the sack that...
The 10 heads. Shit.
The head sack?
No, that's something that he can quietly talk about on the trip over. Remember the sack that Lemmy-O came back with? That had the apples in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the boat. You guys, it just got collected.
Oh, is there an
up.
apple? Does he see an apple in it?
Lokrik actually opens up the sack and pulls out 2 apples.
Interesting.
I didn't think there were any here.
Whoa. I think those are magic apples that you only see when you're supposed to, otherwise Remy would have ate them.
We should keep that sack, is what he says.
Yeah. Who needs an apple? Hey, what about your guy?
Droda.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Given that you gave one to Ukher and...
Hey, Droda, get your ass over here.
I'll be back.
We got some crack for you, baby.
Actually, he only found 1 apple, and then he says,
Yeah.
keep the sack, and Oberon goes over and...
Yeah.
There's still something in there. None of you see anything in there.
You can only if you can see it, it's meant for you, or meant for somebody around you.
I see an apple.
Says Turnia.
Then you're supposed to eat it. Go. Eat.
Okay, so she goes and flutters out and has this golden apple.
Is hers like a little crab apple, or is it still?
No, it's still big. It's this big thing.
Well, that's just well.
I had to eat for 3 days.
Oberon seems really curious about the sack. He goes over and he casts magic on it, and he's just like this plain, old, burlappy sack. Lokrik, you wait for 20 minutes or so as Lokrik walks back up to the castle at Dvergholme and then walks back down to the boat. It was given to Droda.
No interest in apples.
No, that's the good apple.
Somebody want to put on their sheet the sack that came from the Norns? The apples sack.
Lemmy?
Apple sack.
Yeah.
The mythic apple sack.
Apple sacks and notes.
Apple sack of goodness.
Apple sack of Lemmy.
But they don't taste like apple.
All right, the Azure Tempest takes to the air, and you guys are flying to Vosgard? Or to Vosnsaga?
Vosnsaga.
Are you just following the coast, or are you taking a different route?
Direct
Captain
route?
Lemmy.
Most direct, fast.
Yeah, direct.
I think we're getting much better at this by now. We've had quite a bit of practice.
Yeah, just direct path is fine.
Okay. You pass over close to some plains. You can see some horses running on the plains. There might actually be wild horses down there.
Hey, are any of those horses good for you? No?
I don't have time for that right now.
Oh, okay.
The amount of time it would require to train them, though, quicker than most people. I think it might be better to just buy one train once we get to where we're going.
Passing over the Vosland territories and then the Sundalrissa territories. There seems to be a lot of farms down here. You don't quite go over the Tomersock Lake, which apparently has a Lenorm in it. And then eventually you fly over the river that leads up onto Uppsala, and then travel overland through the kingdom of Vosland to a much more populated area. To Buborg, you see the castle arch, and then the city of Vosnsaga that's on this little island. I will show to the stream what I meant by the castle arch.
The castle, awesome.
There's the castle arch with a actual kind of small town castle, like fortified town that is on top of this massive arch through which ships flow, and then kind of off to the screen right is where there's a larger capital city and port city of Vosnsaga, the center of the high kingdom, if you will, of Vosland. Basically, the High King. He has other kings paying fealty to him. technically that he would be an emperor, but he chose the
High King.
They've got the title of High King. And I'm just going to cross Prince Ogmundson off the notable NPCs of
right up.
Or
Capital City.
in regions unknown. He's
Right.
just not in capital city. He's
Okay. We'll say it takes you about 4 or 5 days to travel to the capital, which brings us to the second month of fall, called Ivy.
Who can actually?
Ivy the 5th.
Who's got a sail skill here?
a profession sailor. Or everybody.
Yeah. Everybody. Okay, I need to
You
train
know-
somebody else in using it as well.
Oh, who's good at it? You mean?
Yes.
Who's your second?
Lokrik
Yes.
has still not leveled, so he hasn't spent any ranks in.
I've got like a +5, dude. I got +6.
You're as good as second. You're as anybody else. Beat a
It's
plus
almost
6?
like you need a circlet of profession sailor.
It's not a
How
bad
about
idea.
you just give me a handle and I carry it?
Just strap it on the back. Just strap yourself onto it and pull it along.
I fly underneath
All right.
and I carry it.
So you get this, you get the sense, Lemmy, that nobody in your group is terribly good at this.
morons.
Yep.
Fucking morons.
You don't get to talk, Mister. Take a nosedive.
Shut up.
Do a barrel roll. Do a
Alright,
barrel
so
roll, Fox.
Captain Vertical.
There is
You're alive.
there is much
Shut
excitement
up.
as your Tempest is spotted by not only the guards of the castle arch, but the citizenry and people on the boats of Vosnsaga, and you've got thousands of people waving at you as you guys are
Do we
landing.
see like other like normal boats like sailing around doing commerce and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean-
Yeah, they're they ply all up and down this coast. This entire region there's commerce going on.
And they have a gate that lets boats go through.
And then the
So-
kingdom of Hjolmark does a lot of commerce with other places.
Gotcha. So we encounter these things on a daily basis. There's crews that are watching us flying around.
Yeah. Middle of fall, probably not so much along the coast. You probably do most of your traffic during the summer, but yeah, you do see people.
Oh, Marty, I changed my commands to the dragon to do not attack or breathe or cause damage to anyone at all.
Okay.
It's completely nullified.
Because before it was
Not
these people.
So okay. So basically, while you're in town or you're flying around,
You've basically set the dragon's safety to on. I gotcha.
Yeah,
right?
safety.
It seems incredibly annoyed that you're neutering it.
Stop being annoyed.
Be happy,
Well,
smile, and say I
can't-
love you, Lemmy.
It can't insult you because you've added that to the.
Yeah.
Stop insulting me.
Just say I love my job. Every
As
hour
you
you have to
reload-
say I love my job.
Ever gets
love-
free. Ever gets free.
Oh, dude,
Yes, you are.
I've worked over in places where things like that were things, and I'm going to leave it at that. Every day you should say I like my job. You know?
Yep. Stop
I
making
like
that
my
face.
job.
Be professional.
Stop crying at your desk.
Okay.
Alright,
yeah,
then.
there are people waving. The weather's good when you guys arrive. Are you
Lemmy's
Are you
like,
landing in
"We're
the main
so
city, or are you
fucked."
landing in Buborg, or are you how are you entering the city, Lemmy?
The main harbor.
Main harbor of the city. Okay.
Yeah.
So you land and people are cheering. People are like clogging the harbor as they're going over to see the big dead Lenorm and
Ukher's carrying the dead Lenorm through town.
oh,
One-handed.
there's this massive surprise and cheer as there are hundreds of people that are clogging the streets to see what it is that you're doing. They're following you.
Yeah. Who else is carrying who's carrying the rest of the treasures?
Giants. There are stone giants with
We
you?
got stone giants as part of our crew that haven't met the king yet.
No, there are stone giants, and then the eagle warriors. They seem to be coming back victorious, and there's this huge, almost impromptu celebration.
I tell the 6 guys to go and find the next of kin or family of the.
Give them some time to celebrate first.
Yes, but I tell them after first deliver the news, rest, recover, and then go get me their family.
The gods in the storm took them to Valhalla.
Right.
Did you give them money? You already subtracted some money.
I already paid them. I already know the next of kin. I have to wait. Next, give me a sec. I wrote it down.
And you've made these guys rich, right? Like they have 1,000 gold each or something like that.
Yeah.
They're big ballers right
crew.
now.
Yeah.
They're balling.
For doing sweet F all.
Although we're gonna have to go to many a whorehouse to regain these freedom feather falling rings that they're gonna trade for food. I mean,
they didn't do nothing. They made the profession checks to make the ship go.
They made the ship go.
No. Overpaid. They're overpaid Uber drivers. That's all they are.
Wow. Tell us how you really feel, Mark. Yeah, I'm looking up something. You gave them how much gold from their?
They took 1,000, and they also each got a ring of Featherfall.
That's what I mean. We have to go find all the rings of Featherfall that they keep giving to the whores.
Okay,
they and then how much?
They have
money,
eagle rings.
How much money did you give to the families of those that fell?
It's going to be 1,000 gold as well.
Wow. All right. There's a party almost that.
Now all that money, the 6,000 that died is actually coming out of my money.
Because you didn't budget properly.
No, I need to get them rings. I need to get the men paid.
Okay. The captain takes care of his own is basically what we're saying.
I don't understand what the problem is.
And Altagar is waiting to get paid.
The fuck out of here.
We gave you 20 grand before going.
What are you talking about?
You're still paying that shit off.
You end up in the embassy, the Great Hall of the King is kind of where people are leading you, and there's this huge crowd that is milling outside of the embassy. They don't let you in, but you do see that there are other merchants and things that are bowing and nodding, other warriors that are there, making room for you. You have to leave the dragon corpse kind of wrapped up around the side of the building outside, which is so big.
But I can make it fit. Do you want me to make it fit? I can make it fit. Don't worry. Okay.
We're not bothered by the wind or rain, said the stone giants. They'll stand guard over the dragon to make sure no one plays with it.
Just bomb-ass baller. Here's our stone giants and our dragon corpse.
Yeah, your stone giants then stand guard around the dragon.
Everywhere we go, Iron Maiden just plays. It's just awesome.
And you guys are in a hall. There are drinks and feasting that seems to want to happen. There are people that are coming and giving their respects. There's actually a bunch of singing outside as the coming of the heroes. They've returned, and there's a level of excitement. Plus there are some hangers-on and sycophants and people who want to hoping that you might spread gold amongst the riches amongst the crowd. You don't find anyone trying to steal from you.
Yeah, this is probably a culture where thievery doesn't go over very well. Like minor pickpocketing.
At least not on the first night that you arrive back. People,
Should I steal from the guy carrying the dragon?
One guy who works at the hall goes up to Lemmy and kind of within earshot of everyone else says, "Would you like the ale to flow freely in the streets?"
Dick. What time of day is this?
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
4 or 5 o'clock kind of thing.
Lemmy yells at him, "Why hasn't it been flowing already?" Flood the river, flood the streets, damn it.
He moves in
He
quietly.
winks,
Everyone's cheering, he moves in quietly.
He winks at him like,
How many tons do you wish to buy?
What's the praise on this bitch?
Barrels, if you wish to.
Appraise 1d20 plus 8. Fuck you, Marty. 10, because I'm awesome. How much is a ton? Oh, 16. 16 appraise. How much is a ton of ale?
It's funny. Oh, there was a
Ale, 8 pounds of ale is worth 2 silver pieces. It's a gallon of ale. And he's asking you how many tons do you wish to buy?
Does it scale that way?
Probably.
All right, let's diplomacy with the guy and try to get. All right, ale from the finest tavern in all of the cities.
200 gold pieces per bear or per ton.
Yeah.
Trying to get bulk pricing.
Yeah, I'm trying to diplomacy to
thinking-
get a better price by saying he's got the best tavern in all of the cities.
Of course, it's the best tavern. This is the King's Hall and his embassy.
Shit!
How many tons of ale should we have unleashed from the stores to show that the heroes of Aegis share their wealth with the... this guy's the silver tongue, and he's done this before. That share their spoils of victory with the folk of Vosnsaga.
What do you guys say? 4 tons?
The last time...
They didn't ask you. Hold on there, tough guy. Get back to you in a second. What do you guys think? 4 tons is enough?
How many people are we seeing?
The last time that King Trud, formerly Vozarum of King Ogmund, celebrated a victory, he ordered 20 tons.
I'm going to find out if that's the truth or not.
20 times 200?
$4,000.
Yeah.
Is he telling the truth?
Yeah, that's doable. I don't think these people can actually hold 1 ton of ale.
Well, it's how many people?
26 on my sense motive against bluff.
Yeah.
It was really 20 tons? Okay.
There was a magical axe that he sold, and with the proceeds, the gold from that axe, the ale did flow into the city, and all sung his name for at least a 10 day. You notice a servant comes up to him and...
I'm taking this out of the boat. I'm not paying for this shit.
And hands him a token.
And that's future boat funds.
We do have 30 tons in store.
Then we will pay for it. All 30 tons.
He nods to you. He doesn't ask for the money now. He knows the warriors are good for it.
$6,000.
Open up all the stalls, and then the stalls after those. The heroes of Aegis. We'll let tons of ale flow into the streets.
These people aren't using gallons. What's wrong with them?
I was like, I'm surrounded by fucks.
Okay.
Fuck me.
I wouldn't worry so much on it.
After a bunch of ale is drunk, about 3 hours later, there's another man that approaches you, a big portly man, and says, "And how much meat and bread would you like to be spread amongst those who have that are drinking your tons?"
Ask the paladin. Let me walk away. Who's the smarty pants?
After you basically bought the town 6.
I know. I bought the entire ale supply. I know that. And yes.
This may be one
We're
way.
all on the boat. We're taking it.
This might be one way of getting the town on your side before talking to the king.
Yep. Okay. And how much did Thrud pay for the meat and bread? How much did he buy?
He seemed to be more interested in the ale, saying that people could eat their own stalls. But I think that the huntsmen and the farmers could probably spare many pounds of meat. And he shows you a figure, and there's like 2,000 gold pieces worth of meat that he could probably get his hands on.
Okay, since motive 30 on that, is that like, am I being ripped off here?
No, he's giving you a fair price, but he's giving you like giving you an appraise check. He thinks it's fair.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't check. 6 seems
It's a number.
wildly outrageous. How dare you?
Think about you went to the bar, you got drinks. Your drinks are 60,
What's
and now
happening
this is
here
going to
is
be $20.
these guys are pocketing the savings on the bulk.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And that is for meat and bread.
Meat and bread, and cheeses.
Cheeses. Very well. You'll have your talent of gold.
He waves, and open the grain stores and the meat larders, and bring forth some of the cheeses, and bring forth the best of all of which for the Heroes of Aegis.
Ukher thinks this is awesome. Adam thinks this is a really bad precedent to set. Because Thread's going to come back and spend 15 grand, and we're going to come back and spend 30 grand. And this is going to be.
We should have.
I mean, how much more
We're
did
gonna
they
go
spend? We
into
already
debt.
bought their entire stock.
So the king.
so-
So how much did we give the king? Like 10 grand.
Which
We spent
Vosnsaga?
30 grand on people.
The Heroes of Aegis spark an impromptu celebration for the death of Lenorm.
And the prince. I mean, what?
And I'm just going to mark down 6,000 gold pieces of ale and
6,000
2,000 gold
pieces.
pieces of meat and bread.
And cheeses. Cheeses are important.
Cheese.
Calcium.
Got it. So you guys are brought excellent sausages and all sorts of delicacies, meats and cheeses, and all sorts of spreads. And you're given some of the best mead and honeyed mead that you guys have tasted. The best end up on your table, and it's well into the night before the celebrations stop. Or actually, they keep on going probably into the morning, the wee hours of the morning. Somebody ends up cracking open the doors, and all of you are kind of like squinting at the harmful light.
Fireball.
To your drunk / hungover eyes.
The king requests to see your stupid asses. Oh fuck! Shouldn't do this drunk.
It's the Conan the Barbarian scene after the party with the gems.
Right, staring at the soup.
Falling asleep in the soup.
Marty, I'm already putting away 8 grand for this shit.
Okay. You're paying for the party?
Nobody else has this money.
I do. That's why I offered.
It's okay. I've been paying for this shit. It's fine.
Okay, with that much ale and food, the party probably goes on for a couple of days. So I'm gonna just put Ivy the 5th through the Ivy the 7th.
Lemmy doesn't get drunk. Lemmy's not getting drunk.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Fun
kidding,
bit
fucking smash.
of American history. Andrew Jackson, for some reason, acquired like tons of cheese for whatever reason, and he had some kind of party. And there was so much cheese left over that after a few days his wife started complaining. So he invited everyone in Washington, D.C. to just come in and eat the cheese in the White House.
The more you know.
Apparently you could do that back in the 19th century.
This is cheese.
Cheese party at the White House.
Eating cheese like Andrew Jackson? Nice. Well, eating cheese, meat, and beer like the Heroes of Aegis.
Yes.
Somebody actually comes down from the Capitol Bubark Arch and it's Morfar, and this is like on the third day of your celebration. And
He's waiting for our wills to be ground down.
and he's just standing at the entranceway, looking in, his shadow long into the party. You guys are just sitting around. Well, describe at what point of drunk you guys are at after 2.5 days of drinking and eating.
Lemmy's not
the
drunk.
happiest he's been in a long time.
Okay.
Lemmy's not
We're
drunk.
sitting chief of the table. There's bowls and things all over the place, and
Lemmy is worried about what the king will do when he finds out his
some
son's
serving
fucking
wenches
not
that are
here.
massaging his back, like kind of like they've realized they need to use hammers and like clubs and that sort of thing to rub into his back because he's so strong.
Yes. Oh, it's so good.
Altagar, what state of drunk are you or party are you at?
Altagar is he gets a little drunk, but he spends the part of the time trying to actually.
Can you even get drunk if you're immune to poison?
He's not immune to poison yet.
Disease. He just can't become an alcoholic.
His liver is bulletproof.
Actually, at 11th level, I'm immune to poison.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm not that level
Yeah,
yet. So, yeah. So we'll just say he's spending the party time also trying to metabolize the alcohol so it won't affect him. Mind over
Lemmy's
matter.
immune to
That's
poison. 'Cause he's drunk.
mind over matter. That's how it works. That's how I get over disease.
He's mind over matter, man.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
You guys have played arm wrestling games and wrestled. You've wrestled the giants and broke things, and yeah, like basically you've taken over the king's embassy, and Morfar is standing there. Galath, were you drinking to excess at all, or
Galath did not drink. Galath has never drunk.
okay? Galath has just maintained a cool, cold watch over what's going on, chatting.
Of course he did. He bought all of it. He didn't know what it did.
Some dancing and
Okay.
eating,
Yeah.
but
Acting on your one good leg.
No, his new foot
works just fine.
just works fine. In fact, some of the people dancing called you Silverfoot.
I'll kick you so hard you can taste it.
Silverfoot.
Tastes like aluminium.
Silver foot, silver tongue, silver hand. It all works out.
Sandy.
Morfar is standing there, just looking at the party as they're in their post debauch.
Galath turns his good eye to look at Morfar. He's basically had this like bandage wrapped around his head for the past month or whatever.
There's Morfar. Grolovar and Grolstag actually joined you guys for the party at some point. I'm just gonna drag Prince Ogmundson way off to the side.
Yeah, he's got
Morfar.
drunk unicorn.
Yes.
Drunkicorn.
Morfar.
I think Kieran is actually
Come
immune
in.
to poison.
I think he might. Well, he might be able to neutralize poison.
That's
Morfar, come in. Please.
He picks his way across some of the passed out people that just
Immune to
ended up at the
poison.
party.
Oh yes, okay.
Passed out Voslandic barbarians everywhere of both sexes. Barbarians everywhere. Oh, to be young.
Right. It's to be many things, really.
Isn't
How
all
are
it's
you
cracked
doing?
up to be.
How's the king?
What does it matter to you about our king's mood? I imagine that he is curious about why the heroes have not come to see him, yet have turned the tide of the favor of the people so much in the heroes' favor. By now it has been noticed that some people did not return with you. I have come down here to warn you as such, given that perhaps some of you are not thinking straight.
It is right there.
Quiet, Ukher.
Perhaps I don't understand your Voslandic traditions. Did Thrud not do the same?
When Thrud came here to celebrate his victories, he made sure that the king had his share and due first.
Perhaps Thrud should have bought more ale.
He wraps his staff along the ground that makes kind of a much more a deeper sound than it should have, waking people up. Leave us. People that are not part of the party go scrambling out of Morfar's way.
Galath stands up like, oh god, are we gonna do this right now?
Kinda rude.
And did you find what it is that I sent you to get?
Yeah, we found it.
He glances down at Lemmy.
We've got it. Oh, where is my voice? No, I'm looking.
Yes, where's my voice?
No, I heard my voice echo somewhere. Anyways, we've got it. We present it to you and the king. As soon as these boys are sobered up.
And did you go to the temple, to the Eye of Annam, to look at the gods in their faces?
Of course we did.
And what did you learn there?
You might want to ask him. It only talks to some people, not everybody.
Only talks to giants.
Right. He's the only one here with that
And
kind of
people
blood.
who piss him off.
Smiles. That too.
And did you hear anything, mighty Ukher? Is there giant blood in your veins?
Only after I piss him off. Altagar talked to him.
We all heard him laugh, but seems to be a conversation between Altagar and him.
Great Thor fought a non at one point. It was brave effort.
What is it that you've learned, Altagar? You and your companions have gotten further than I, an old man.
Oh, we know that it's Annam himself that led the lesser giants, the hill giants, Ettins. He let them go loose. The chieftains don't have any control anymore. He's waiting for someone to impress him. He's upset that the giant civilizations have declined. I don't know if maybe he's trying to jumpstart something, or I don't know. Oh, and some gods are just really, really dumb.
He smiles at that.
And what was inside the temple? Did you see the faces of gods?
There were 6 statues of the lesser gods, all offering their weapons to Annam.
Which lesser gods? There is a whole pantheon of giant gods. Their
Healers.
numbers are greater than 6.
How did you know there were 6?
You just said 6.
How much did you drink, my friend?
He sneers at you.
I don't think you have it working yet.
I don't know.
Over.
He's still getting there.
I had 6.
There were six gods there.
He seems a little annoyed, but he's more interested in the information than chastising you.
We've written down details. Just getting it off some drink.
They're all missing different artifacts.
That's right.
Missing And these 6 gods were doing what in their visage?
They were offering up
they were
their
offering-
weapons.
They were submitting.
Submitting to a greater power?
Correct.
Yeah. Giving them their symbolic balls.
He sneers at that, understanding the meaning.
And who were they giving their balls to?
Annam.
Annam.
Also the gate thing. Yeah. Tell them about the gate thing.
That when I approached the gate with the club, one of the sigils started to glow. Figure we get the rest of these artifact weapons, we'll be able to open the gate.
Who knows
The
where
only-
that'll lead to?
I could see every weapon that was missing. But there was supposed to be something in Annam's hand, and that I couldn't see.
You could see what was missing.
Yeah, for example, Thrym. He's got a big battle axe, but what's unusual is he's got a ring right in the middle.
I only knew of one of the things. The club. The club that had Grolanter's tooth that you carry.
Alright, something else happened.
Tell them about the tooth.
His tooth fell out. Like, within seconds. Show him. Open up.
Your tooth fell out.
He knows what a missing tooth looks like. He doesn't have to look at it.
It's the same one, though. Look at it.
Teeth fall out when they are knocked out, or when you're a baby. You are not a baby. Did something
No.
make your tooth fall out?
There was magic running off it. Not the type of magic that you or I would cast. It's
Right out of
something
my head.
more.
And I don't get
more.
and I don't get sick.
With his creepy, clammy old man hands, he kind of grabs your jaw and wants to have a look at your tooth. Are you letting him? He's strong, but he's not as strong as you are. You pick him at about
no.
you pick him at like an 18 strength old man.
He puts his
pretty
he
awesome.
puts his hand on
Pretty
his
awesome.
shoulder and
Yep.
says, "I believe the word you're looking for is please."
Oh, slag giant breath.
He just says, he immediately says, please.
And he opens up for him.
This tooth rotted out. There is
No.
a space, however. It does not look rotten. Interesting.
He lets go of your face.
The tooth itself, when it came out of his mouth, was emitting some magics. But nothing that I've seen cast ever.
It is not insignificant nor coincidence that tooth fall out while you're before statue of Groland.
Right?
Who lost?
Good thing he didn't stand in front of a neutered god. He goes and sits down.
He nods to that.
So do we break the club to put the tooth in?
He goes around and he looks around the table. It looks like he's looking for something specific, and then he picks up a cup. He kind of sniffs at the cup, and there's a little bit of ale left in it. He swirls it around. You can make a sense motive if you want.
Yeah, I actually think I will.
Sure, let's do this. 14.
Wow, 14. Look at us.
Fuck, hold on. Sense motive. Saints motif. Wow.
This
16.
room is cursed. Look at these
Wow.
rolls, man. This room is cursed.
Morfar just basically. He looks
Be
like he was
drunk.
about to drink from the cup, and he kind of sniffs at it, and he was like kind of just playing with the cup. He was looking for something to drink, I guess.
Which isn't the poisoned one. Oh, that's all poisoned too. Fuck.
Oh, if they wanted to poison us, we are so poisoned.
We are just
Six.
coursing with it.
It is rude to turn away someone's hospitality if you wish to speak with them.
The club is a separate thing from the tooth. the two were fused together.
So can we knock Tooth off?
Mayhaps if you have something powerful enough to knock a tooth out of its hole.
Of course, Ukher's club is very powerful. Shoot them.
You've already presented Jotun Granner to him.
Yep.
I assume that you have not lost the mighty Jotun Granir.
No. He picks it up from behind him. Was actually holding down like a barrel of ale.
Yeah.
Just had it sort of resting there.
So, my ale.
Mine.
Unless you tap it from the side, but I guess, yeah.
It's the intent that matters. Oh.
This piece of godhood. Power that can only be wielded by those who have giant blood. I may have some giant blood in my lineage, but nothing compared to you, Altagar. Half giant.
So,
Yeah,
where do
well-
I hit the club? Right here? Very gentle?
I do not think you can break a god's tooth.
I'm worried about breaking club. It is artifact for king, right? That's what you said.
It's an artifact we need to get in that temple.
Well,
This-
Tooth might be that one.
You will present it to me, yes. But I will call in a favor with the king. To make sure that its delivery is understood as important. The king
Right,
owes me several favors. This shall be one.
So, I don't know if you didn't notice, but Remy isn't here no more.
Yes.
He backstabbed us.
He served
you know-
his purpose for now.
Whose purpose?
His purpose.
Did you know that he was a Loki guy?
He served the purpose of the trickster god, if nothing else.
He just seems annoyed by your questions.
You know, he had a
He's-
thing that
he's-
said
he's-
Loki on it.
He's swirling around the cup and he sniffs at it again.
Do you need top up?
Listen,
He puts his hand out like, no, I don't need any
Yeah.
more.
we've provided you what you need. You've got our backs when we go and speak with the king, yes?
Yeah, I think he says that we should
Is
go.
it what I need or what humanity needs to survive this calamity?
Listen, I think we can also work on Odinsgate. That'll be something Oberon and I will talk about.
Is the Oberon's with us, right?
Yeah, Oberon's,
us.
Oberon's
Yeah.
been very quiet. He ate and drank a little bit, but he didn't seem to be very
O-
happy
Oberon,
at celebrating your...
this is Morfar. Oberon.
Mighty Morfar, it's a pleasure to meet you. Morfar looks at him like in disgust.
I thought wizards had better secret handshake than that.
I
Maybe
do not
they
wish.
are
I do
shaking
not
hands.
wish to converse with a half wizard.
Half wizard.
Right, sure. Alright.
Do you have any lore about the tears of the Shadow King?
Morfar has walked far and seen much. That is not what we are talking about right now.
Does anybody
Come
know
here
why
and
he
insult
said
our
half?
hospitality. Insult our wizard. You've given me answers to your questions. You've not answered any of ours. You want to eat and drink with us. Why don't you not just go? Darken our door no longer.
This is the king's door. This is the king's house. But
You
if,
were not the
if
king.
you are offended by my presence, knight, I shall leave.
Lemmy's walking out with him.
I warn you, that creature is dangerous.
He points at Oberon.
All of us are dangerous.
Are there any elves in this town?
No. No.
Have we met a single elf on this planet?
No.
There are half-elves. There's a whole race of
Lakelanders.
half-elves.
Well, there's a race of half-elves that these people don't like, but...
Yeah.
And those half elves refer to elves as the
Skraelings.
Skraelings, yeah.
There is an elf. You met her. She's a druid. She was in.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
there's the weirdo elf, but she was weird. This is like a normal elf.
There are not many of them, but he's saying that Oberon is dangerous, and he turns.
Lemmy's walking out with him when he starts walking.
You must prove that you are strong, and you have seen the artifacts that were stolen by little kings and lesser giants that think themselves great.
Yeah, I got that much.
Yeah, we need to we need to track these. We need to track these down. Find out where they're going.
Then he actually projects into his head, into Altagar's head.
Then you already know what you need to do.
Okay.
Just one of these days, I'd like a guy that would just write down a fucking list that says, "A, do the thing."
He does this
B,
with a
do
cup.
the other thing.
He kind of sticks it into the folds of his robes, and then when he pulls back his hand, the cup is no longer there, and then shifts the hand of his staff, almost like he's covering up the sleight of hand. He just took the cup, and then he's walking out with Lemmy.
Who was drinking from that cup?
Give me in checks at -2 if you were drinking. 4 if you were getting drunk.
Oh, I just roll a d20 then. 15.
Hang on.
12, I guess.
21.
I like
got-
that -3.
I got a -3. I got it wrong.
Altagar drank from that cup on the second day. And it's been sitting on the table ever since.
If you
That
just
was
want
DC
some of
20 or DC 15?
That was DC 15.
Yeah.
DC 20 meant you noticed that no one really else touched the cup.
if you want some of Altagar's essence, just ask, right? You can take some of his hair or something.
It is not for nefarious purpose, priest. I have powers of prophecy. Sometimes. I
Good,
want
then-
to know if Altagar is he who will face the giants alongside the Heroes of Aegis. Should I be spending my time, what little of it is left compared to the years I have spent, wasting it on you or not? Is it a waste? Is it a waste, I wonder?
Look, man, I can't tell you if it's a waste or not. But look at what we've accomplished, and that perhaps will lead you to an answer. But if you do want to, if you do want to not waste your time or our time, help us with Oberon. He's very powerful. You say he's a creature. You say that because he's touched by the tear.
Yes.
Then how can we get him back?
You don't.
There has to be a way. There's always a way.
Putting his soul back together, you will have something different. He will never be the same again.
That's fine, but right now he's not operating properly. Frickin' wizard. He doesn't even cast a fireball.
I give you this warning. Remember, he will remember all that is done and said to him in both lives, as they live split. Know that the other creature, one of shadow and death, walks with 2 vampires in a walking tree.
Right. That we
They
need to
have
take
done
down.
great harm to the priests of this world.
We have to face them. We will face them.
Patriarch of Odin died to their hand, and the grim oracle, as much as she is annoying, has returned to Onsa Ropsala to become the high priest of all of our gods. This has left Morfar with too many things to